Hello and welcome to another episode of Truth Bombs and Heart Nudges with Lori Herbers, your host. That's me. Welcome everyone. So today's little heart nudge is number 107. Go. Your destiny is awaiting you. You might be thinking, what the heck? How often do you hold yourself back? How often do you have these moments of knowing that you're meant for something more, or that you need to make a change, or what you're doing right now, you know it isn't working? How often do you doubt what that intuition, what that guide, what that source within you is trying to tell you? I am always going to be telling my clients and anyone listening to journal. And it's not about being a writer or an author, although you totally could later turn it into a book because your life story is amazing. Everyone's on an amazing journey. And not only that, but your destiny is awaiting you. You are meant for something amazing. Journaling allows you, one, to cleanse whatever you have shoved down, to deal with feelings, to deal with emotions, because feelings and emotions are just trying to tell you something. They are not meant to control you or own you in any way. The thing is, everything is connected. In a giant cosmic puzzle, you are a piece of this puzzle. You have an amazing destiny. It's waiting for you to step forward and claim, because abundance is your birthright. You have a purpose, even if you don't know what it is. We have so much more purpose than you even realize. But your purpose isn't something outside of yourself. How many people I've met, and even myself, I did this. I thought my purpose was somewhere outside of me. I had to find it. I had to, like, it was like a career, it was a job, it was something very specific outside of myself. Not saying that it can't be very specific, because sometimes they are very specific, like being the vessel through whom God speaks. That's very specific. Or being a prophet, or being a doctor, or a lawyer. The thing is, if you don't listen to what's going on inside of you, because your purpose is you. Your purpose exists because you exist, because your puzzle piece is a piece of the whole puzzle. You have something amazing. You are something amazing. You are special. You are gifted. You had gifts and talents placed inside of you that came with you when you were born, part of your purpose. If you don't know what your gifts and talents are, you cannot step more so into who you are, because you're always becoming someone. You're always becoming something, either more or less of yourself. If you sit back and wait and doubt and sit in fear and you don't go towards your destiny, you're becoming less than who you were created to be. I know all through my life, I have thought, if I'm just sitting still, if I'm not making choices, then, I can just pause life. Look outside. It's not paused. It's continuously in motion. And we can sit there and think that, I'm just going to wait until I get a better answer, but the answer might not be coming. The answer may be after you've taken a step forward. So this truth bomb is go. Your destiny is awaiting you. It's not saying sit down and think about it and look outside yourself and, ask everyone you see all day, who am I? What am I supposed to be doing with my life? I don't know. Because the truth is, deep inside of you, your soul knows. Your soul has a purpose. That's why you're here. It's why you have the gifts and talents that you have. It's even in the way that you think, it's the way that you see, it's the way that your mind works. All of that is interwoven, you and your purpose. Like you are one. It's a very intricate, elaborate weaving together of your gifts and your talents and your perceptions and the way that you think and the way that you see and even the way that you feel, even the way that you have emotions is all part of you, makes it your purpose, because you and your purpose are one. You are never separate from your purpose. You may disconnect yourself from your purpose, but it's still inside of you. But you're not going to find it if you're sitting there waiting for someone to tell you, or, some magical something to happen. No, you are the magical something that's happening right now. Your life is happening right now. How much time has to go by sitting there watching? This is how I look at life sometimes, is I spent so many years like I was a spectator of my own life. I was just allowing things to just happen to me and then wondering why everything was horrible and it wasn't what I wanted because I wasn't making any choices. I wasn't going to get my destiny that was sitting there waiting. It's always waiting for you. It's right there. It's inside of you. Do the work. And by that, I mean, ask yourself the questions. Why do I feel the way that I feel? Why does this emotion happen every single time this happens? Why does when this person walks into the room, it triggers this emotional response in me? What the heck is that about? Because it's not them. It's something in you. Every little thing that bothers you, all those little, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, all these little moments where this emotion bubbles up in you, that's you. That's your soul telling you to pay attention, get to know yourself. Because when you get to know yourself, the more you're in purpose, the more you're in alignment. It's the more you're becoming. You're always becoming something. If you want to go out and get to your destiny, to live an amazing life that be filled with abundance and joy and happiness and all of that, it doesn't just come to you. There's that saying about you reap what you sow. Both of those are verbs. I can honestly say there's been times in my life where I was just sitting there like I had been sowing up a storm of goodness. I'm like, why am I reaping it? And God's like, it's a verb. It's an action. What are you doing to go get it? Go. Your destiny is awaiting you. Your purpose is you. You already have everything you need. You don't have to know the how. I think that was the greatest moment in my life is when I realized I don't have to know how. Because really you do, because all of the answers are inside of you. The how is already there. All the power, the knowledge, the wisdom, all of it already inside of you. So you're literally lying to yourself when you say, I don't know how, because actually you do. You do. You do know how. It's in you. But sometimes to get there, you have to take a step and another step and another step and do the work. There's an energy exchange. In order to receive, you must first give. And I am one of those people that, when I first went into this business, I went to all these free things because I'm like, I don't have money to spend right now. I got to do it free. But here's the thing. You get more when you give more. So I can literally say there was a year that I spent 5 figures in coaching certifications and doing all of the work. And it changed my life because I was willing to put money on the line and say, you know what? This matters to me. I want to know what it's like to feel love. I want to know what it's like to feel like I matter, like that I'm something, that this abuse and trauma that I went through is not who I am. It doesn't define me. Abuse and trauma does not define you. It's just a moment. And you get to choose whether you get to keep reliving that moment or turning the page. Because if you look at your life as a book, you're not in chapter 1 the whole time. Stop dragging chapter 1 with you when you should be in chapter 10. It's okay to go. It's okay to let go of things that are no longer serving you. Your destiny is awaiting you. Abundance is your birthright. You are important. Your purpose matters, or you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't exist, because with you comes purpose. With your purpose comes you. You're one. You and your purpose are one. You're not two separate things. I think that's what gets people caught up. You're not two separate things. You are your purpose. Your purpose is you. It's time to go. If you've been sitting there waiting for a sign or a message, this is it. Get up. Go. Your destiny is awaiting you. You are meant to do amazing things. You were created to create and to bring forth amazing things just by being you. Don't try to be someone else. Be you, be more you. The more you step into and the more you do the work and the more you exchange that energy, the more you will get to understand yourself. The more you'll get into flow, the more you'll get into alignment, the more amazing your life will become with every day that you wake up. Instead of waking up dreading your life, you'll wake up in amazement. Because once you get into that alignment and understand that abundance is your birthright, you will receive exceedingly abundantly more than you ever dreamt possible. Exceedingly and abundantly more, but you have to plug in. You have to get up and you have to go. So it's time. This is your message. This is your truth bomb. Go. Your destiny is awaiting you. Get out there. It's time. It's time.